everybody, it's Chelcee Grimes and welcome back to another episode of Retro Games. Today, I'm joined by comedy legend, yeah?
Yeah, I don't approve of that. I don't approve of that description, but yeah.
Today we're playing this game. Have you ever played it before?
No.
I haven't either.
No.
It's apparently called Don't Take Buster's Bones.
Cool.
I think that's what it's called. So if you turn your card over,
Sure.
you see a bone, you get one out, right?
Yes, yeah.
So
Seems
I'm going to go
fairly
first,
simple.
ladies first, right? One white bone, so I'm guessing you just go for this. Oh, crap. Wait, this is hard. I'm going to ask you a question while I'm doing it.
Okay. I'll be honest with you. Oh, shit,
not.
son!
Surely
She's out already!
No way,
you
surely
are
not.
shit at this!
That can't be a thing. Best of three.
Well, you
Okay,
go
pull 'em
first.
back, pull 'em back.
Go first again, and I think I've
Pull
got this in
'em
the bag.
I've heard you're an Arsenal fan.
Correct.
3 yellow bones, okay.
Yeah, sorry,
That
yes,
looks-
3 yellow bones. I should keep 3 yellow bones. I'm going to try and take 3 yellow bones out of the thing.
This dog kind of reminds me of Arsenal, actually. Oh! That's what I was going to say.
Are we going to have to do like best of 27 or something?
No.
What were you going to ask me about Arsenal?
I was going to say the dog's kind of similar, right? He's look like he's half asleep sometimes, but he's can bite whenever. How do you feel being an Arsenal fan right now? Let's just go for any. I'm shaking so much because I know what he's capable of.
Well,
Over
well
to you.
done, great.
Let's just do one each.
Okay,
Go on, so
fine.
Arsenal, yeah?
I find I'm very frustrated. Well, I'm frustrated because. Oh!
Why is he asleep?
I'm really embarrassed about the noises I'm making while playing this game. Because I just think that when Arsene Wenger went, I was prepared to accept that we would be in a state of like development for a while, but I don't think the owners want to put the money in that's required.
I was going to say, are you a fan of his?
I mean, Emery.
Yeah.
Am I a fan of Emery's? It's very difficult to say. I mean, I think we overachieved in the first sort of 2/3 of the season, and then what was frustrating was that we were in a position where we could have finished top 4, but we're not a top 4 team. That,
Yeah.
Arsenal fans have to admit that we're not good enough to be in the top 4. The frustrating thing is we were in a position to be in the top 4, and then at the end of the season it was just like we just threw points away left, right, and centre. So that's annoying. And then what
It could have been worse.
It could have been worse, but
Tottenham
I mean,
could have won the Champions League.
yes, I mean, if
I had every Arsenal fan hugging
I mean,
me.
if Tottenham had won the Champions League, we wouldn't be doing this interview because I would be living in Sri Lanka. Because there's absolutely no way I'm going to stay in the country if Tottenham win the Champions League.
How far away do you think he's are from being a top 4 team again?
I don't think. The truth is that we need a bit of an overhaul. I think if you want to compete, because it's difficult. We need a lot of investment, and that team needs development. The problem is, you asked me how far away we are. I don't think the board is willing to put in what the owners are willing to put in what's required. So the truth is, if I'm being super negative about it, I think it could be a long time before we're even even thinking about that. Every other team at the top is improving, and we are sort of gradually regressing. So
It's like crazy because obviously I grew up watching news, the Invincibles and all that, and now it's like, I don't know, you just...
yeah, you don't have to say it with such enjoyment,
Took,
but yeah.
took 2 there and once.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the show as well, League of Their Own. So you've got a City fan. Freddie just told me he's a City fan.
Did he?
Yeah?
All right, I didn't know that.
You're an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
What's Jamie? Is he a Red?
He is, yeah.
Yeah, he's a Red.
Yeah.
So do you talk much about football?
Well, it's a bit weird, because Freddie I would describe as a casual football fan,
Yeah.
very casual. And Jamie it's interesting with Jamie because it's a real great opportunity to work and be mates with Jamie because he just has such a great insider's take on it. And obviously him being a pundit of questionable quality, but with him being a pundit, he does have, it's interesting seeing what he thinks about it, and even things when he talks about how when he was playing, he knew that they knew when they come up against certain opposition that there are certain players that just would never fancy it away from home. Do you know what I mean?
You
And
must get so much of the goss.
Yeah. And so you just know that they would just go, well, he's going to be out of the game today because he never plays well away.
Yeah.
He's never up for it away from home and stuff like that. Even before Arsene Wenger went, I think that Jamie Redknapp was one of the most anti-Arsenal pundits, and I've taken him to task on this. The relish and joy he has taken on Sky in talking about Arsenal's decline, I found personally offensive. So I have spoken to him about that, but he just says, no, I'm just being honest, Mum, that's just how it is.
You've had this dad on the show as well, didn't you?
Yeah, we had his dad on the other night, yeah.
Has he been, who's been one of your favourite guests you've had on?
Well, I enjoyed having Robin van Persie on, just because
Ledge.
I got to call him a prick. Because he is traitorous scum, and I told him that. So that was fun. Do you know what I mean? It's always fun,
that sounds
you know,
fun.
because like, as a football fan,
I'd love to have Fernando Torres on to say the
right,
same
exactly,
thing.
yeah. So like, as a football fan, I saw Robin van Persie go to United, and I was very angry. Never did I think I would have the opportunity to tell him to his face. But I mean, I meant that as a compliment because, you know, if somebody shit goes to a rival, you're not bothered about that. Do you know what I mean? But obviously, because Van Persie was great for us, that's why it hurt more. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I nearly cried when Torres went. Chelsea.
Yeah. And then, like, you know, we had Ashley Cole, not this series, but last series we had Ashley Cole on. Called him a prick. I reckon in the unedited version of League of Their Own, I called him a prick 15 times.
Who'd be like your dream guest then if he was Hey!
You'll never know. What, my ultimate fantasy guest?
Ultimate fantasy alive.
It depends really, because you just don't know who's going to be a great guest on the show. Like, for example, like, I didn't really know much about Tony Bellew before he came on the show, and he was like unbelievable. Like, he is an incredible, like, I basically fell in love with him. Like, yeah, I properly love that man as a result of him being on the show.
Scouted as well, right?
Yes, yeah, he is. Yeah.
Evertonian there.
Yeah, he is Evertonian, yeah, he's a bloke.
Can't have it all.
But I guess for me, it's like Arsenal legends, you know what I mean? Like, I've never met Thierry Henry. I'd like to have him on the show. Ian Wright. I was on tour with Kevin Bridges, and we got really drunk one night after a tour show, and we were staying in a hotel in Manchester, and it was a Manchester derby the next day. So loads of people were staying in the same hotel that were involved in like commentating on the game and stuff like that. And I was really hungover, and the next day, Kev and I were like, we were going to the game. Yeah. So Kev and I were like sat having a coffee, but we're absolutely like hanging. And then I saw Ian Wright, like Kev goes to me, oh my God, Ron, there's Ian Wright. Like, Kev knows how much of an Arsenal fan I am and how much I love Ian Wright. And he goes, Ian Wright's over there. And then honestly, I just said to him, I can't meet him like this, because like, I really love him. And I said, I mean, I smell like petrol and like, I can't even like hold a sentence together. I said, we just got to, I said, can we just leave? I said, I can't meet Ian Wright like this. I said, it's like, I really do want to meet him, but not in these circumstances.
So you never met him?
Well, so we got up to leave, and then he called over to us, right? And I was just like, oh no, it's so bad, isn't it? Because I love Ian Wright, but I just didn't want to meet him in that. I wanted to meet him when I was like all lucid and like, hey Ian, how's it going, man? Yeah,
what's
sweet.
your name again, mate?
Yeah, exactly. And so we sort of went over and started chatting to him, and oh God, do you ever have that where you meet someone that like you really look up to and you just make an absolute bell piece of yourself? I was just so hungover. I just wanted to know, like, you're a real hero of mine. I just love everything you do. I think you're great. And like, you know, when you break the record and then you take your shirt off and you had the number on your shirt and then you pulled your shirt off too soon, didn't you? Did it one goal early. I thought that was really funny.
No.
And he just looked at me like, oh my God. And he said, anyway, guys, nice to meet you. I was like, oh man, it was awful. And I've not seen him since. So
he actually, I'm gonna say, he DM'd me on Instagram a few weeks ago.
Sorry, what is this?
He did.
Why?
And I was dying.
What did he say?
He just said,
I've
loved following your journey or something.
Oh, right,
and he
okay.
followed me on Instagram, and I was like, no biggie, Ian Wright, just follow me. Because I just saw your Arsenal, the new Arsenal advert.
Yes.
That is genius, by the way.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
But I was
it's good.
raving about that.
Absolutely smashing the adverts. Absolutely nailing the adverts. I think when you start supporting a football club, the main aspiration I have for the club is that they can absolutely smash out an advert.
Yeah.
And Arsenal are doing that. I think, you know,
They
it's
are.
great. It's great to win that trophy.
Listen, good luck for next season. I'm going to ask you one more question
Sure.
because I'm asking the boys. If I ask Jamie and Freddie what do you think about you, what do you reckon they're going to say?
I think they will say that I'm one of the least physically gifted human beings they've ever encountered, and that they tolerate my presence on the show. I suspect is what they're going to say.
That's pretty harsh. That's pretty harsh.
What
I'll
they're
let you
gonna say.
know what did he say.
All right, thank
Nice
you.
one,
Cheers,
nice one,
mate. Thank you.
Go.